Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make these blue Christmassy, kind of wintry, given kind of a cold vibe with these nails because of the colours we've used. But we've got Visionary, we've got Stormy Day, and all colours are from Madam Glam today. We do also have a glittery gel polish and some blue there as well. So blue is Union Blue, and then Business Style is the stunning glittery gel polish. And now we're going to work on our background shades. So let's have a look. So one of those nails is going to be the darkest shade of blue. We all have three nails that are this really nice pale grey. Although saying that, in reality, this grey is pretty dark. Like right now, this looks like a really nice, light, pastel-y grey, but in reality, it's a very dark grey. I'm hoping that the thumbnail picture shows off the colour a bit more than it is currently on camera. I might have been a bit more, like maybe too exposed or something when I was recording, but it's a little bit darker than that. So don't get fooled and thinking if you want to go get this one, you'll be in for a little bit of a shock when you get it because it's much darker. But I'm also hoping that on the Madam Glam website, they probably show it way better. Sometimes I film on my iPhone and sometimes the colours can get a bit messed up. So yeah, it's a bit more darker than it looks. And then last but not least, on the fifth nail, we are doing an ombre, all three colours. So we've got the dark blue, middle blue in the middle, and then the light grey at the top. We're going to ombre them all together with my ombre brush from Madam Glam as well. In the lamp that will go once I'm happy with the blend. I'll go in with another layer of camera for all of them. And then now it's time for some nail art. So we will have two nails that are going to be identical to one another. I've been really enjoying them for some reason this Christmas. Just doing these layered French tips. If you look on my channel the past couple of videos, you probably will see a theme going on. And I seem to be doing them quite often recently. No idea why. I wouldn't have done them or haven't been doing them for a while. I don't really know what's been going on, but I've really been enjoying doing them. So when I'm trying to create a design, for some reason I'm getting drawn to a layered French tip for some reason, but here we are. They are really pretty. They can be a bit annoying to do. Sometimes I do think because they are pretty looking, but at the end of the day I don't like to do them as much. So these layered French tips, I really don't like doing them. I really don't like doing them. I feel like doing one French tip as it is difficult as it is, let alone like doing a couple underneath each other. So yeah, not a fan on the making of it, but the final results I really like the look of. So beneath the lightest shade of blue, I guess, we're going to do a dark blue. And then off camera, again, I wish you guys one layer. If you feel like you need another, then do another. I just don't show that on camera. So you might see footage being cut and suddenly you see it again, it looks a bit more opaque. Likely because I just put another layer on it once I killed the first one. Once I'm happy with this middle layer there, as you can see, I left the bottom part. If you had enough there, you could leave it and just have the grey at the bottom. But we have this really stunning, glittery, bluey gel polish, and I really wanted to incorporate it, especially as I've noticed Madam Glam have been coming out with more and more of these recently. These past couple of collections, they seem to always have some sort of a glittery gel polish involved, and I'm so for it. They've got so many just, cream colors, and it's so nice to see some more variety and different kind of glitters and different colors and different effects and stuff like that. So we are going to be definitely including that one there. So we're doing it on both. We're going to color in that bottom part. As you see with the one layer, it is still quite concentrated with the glitter. But if you wanted like a full-on opacity, 2 coats is probably your best bet. I can't remember off the top of my head now if I did 1 or 2, but I was pretty satisfied with the first. Like, it's not one of those gel polishes that are mainly clear and with a little hint of glitter. Like, it's pretty concentrated, but not 100%, if that makes sense. And then once that is, the other two are curing, on this full grey nail down the centre, I'm going to do a strip of that glittery gel polish, a fairly chunky strip. And on this one, I definitely went in with another coat because this one is a bit more in your face and I really needed it to be opaque. So we're going to do the one coat. Once I'm happy in the lamp, that will go. Then we'll do another one. I'm trying to use my brush as much as I can to kind of help disperse the glitter evenly as much as I can. And then once that's out, here we are. We're going to do 2 lines, one on each side, just to kind of give it a border. I often say if you don't like doing the lines, but you like the look of it, you can always replace it with stickers or some stamping or some crystals or some cover beads, anything you'd like to just kind of separate the different gel polishes that are going on the nail if you wanted to. I quite like doing that. I feel like it gives it a really nice little touch and a little bit of a border. Now that that's done, we've got a very small fragment of stamping going on, pretty much using only one pattern, and it's just those snowflakes. I've never used them before. They're kind of, it's a bit far-fetched I think to call them snowflakes, kind of giving off star vibes, but I wanted to use them. I have never used them before, so I thought it's kind of right. And also because they're kind of small, I kind of like that. I thought that would look pretty good with what I was kind of envisioning for the set. So I've placed the snowflakes on the glittery part, and then using some acetone and nip-free wipe, I'm wiping away any areas where I didn't want it to be. Then wiping off the plate, and we're going to just repeat. We're going to probably pick that up about 3 or 4 other times. We are now going to stamp the snowflakes also on the French tip, but only on the light and dark blue part and not on the sparkly. Again, I'm here trying to be as clean as I can. I just hate the cleanup personally, but if you're not too fast, then just go ahead and just freely stamp it down and just clean up after it if you wanted to. But I just really hate the cleanup, and then when it starts to smudge and then it's just a bit of a mess. It's definitely doable. I just feel like there's more work in cleaning than just prepping to stamp in a clean way, if that makes sense. So I just prefer that way rather than the cleanup. When it comes to the stamping polish, I'm using Moyu London, and it's just their white shade. And then the stamping plate is also Moyu London. Remember, guys, Moyu London are discontinuing the plates, so if you want anything, go on their website. I haven't been on there for a little bit now, so I don't even know if they're still on there. I hope they are. But yeah, check them out if there's anything you like that I've been using from their website. Now, onto this ombre nail. I don't know if this was the right move because it kind of covered up most of the ombre, so you could just get away with not doing ombre, to be honest. But I've got this white matte glitter in like a hex mix, and I think it's really pretty. I've used it quite often this Christmas, and I feel like I just overdid it. I should have either done a very small amount of the glitter or just none at all, really. It probably just wasn't necessary, but I'm just covering up that nail. Covering up is probably the right word to use. I wasn't aiming to cover it up. I wanted just a little scatter of glitter, but I just never know when to stop, and it just felt like I needed more and more and more, and before I knew it, the whole nail was covered up. So there we go. That will go into the lamp for a cure. Everything's out now, so it's time for a matte. Not matte top coat, guys. Gosh, I'm just on repeat with the matte. But it's actually glossy today for a change. We're going to glossy top coat these. And then we've got some crystal placements, and the set is done and dusted. Very simple crystal placements today, to be honest. We do have something that I used to do quite often last year, and I don't think I've done it this year yet. So I incorporated that in today's set. A hint of the past, shall we say, in today's set, which you're going to see in a second. It involves caviar beads and some opal crystals. Actually, I decided to involve in today's set. I just felt like we're doing like a frosty vibe, and it's like cold, wintry, dark colours going on, so it just felt right to kind of, rather than do AB, to do opal for a change. Onto this glittery nail down the centre, I've just combined a couple of ABs together with some like a bow charm, some more opal and all sorts together. Basically just created a little one. I like to just sometimes play around with my crystals and just make a little, like, combine them together and make little sets. So here's one of them. Sometimes they're a hit, sometimes they're a miss. This one's a bit in the middle. I don't know, not a big fan, to be honest, but that would do. That's gone into the lamp. Now, both obviously French tip nails are going to have the identical placement. They're basically a replica of one another. Right at the top, we're going to do one large AB and then slightly smaller ones on either side, and then in between we're going to place some caviar beads as well. That will then go into the lamp for a cure. Again, the same thing for the other nail too. Can't remember if I included it in the video, but remember, well, you will see the final results at the end of the video anyways, but just in case, we are going to place that in there. And I'm using my nail art brush to pick up the caviar beads. I found that to be the best way to do it, the most easiest way too. It looks like I'm showing you guys in the end, but yeah, just the easiest way, because I've got excess rhinestone glue gel on the brush, so it's just easier to pick up that way, and it does just come off easy too, to be honest, especially if you obviously already got the rhinestone glue gel in the area you want it. So yeah, I've never really got any problems with it. I did try to use like a wax pen before, but this has just proven to be the best way for me. Easiest, best, no problems at all. There we go. That will go into the lamp, and then final nail, very short little fragment of this nail. I don't know if you guys remember if you watched me last year, but we were doing quite often these, like, it's giving like Christmas bauble-y nail in a way. So we're going to place a crystal. For us today is going to be an opal crystal down the center of each of those lines that we just created with the rhinestone glue gel, and then on the remainder of it we're going to cover it up with caviar beads, and we're going to kind of make like a little tinsel look, like a bit of like a Christmassy tree look in a way. So in theory, if you did like a nail with green and make it look like you know, twigs off a tree or something, then if you did that, you could actually kind of make it look into a pretty cool actual Christmas tree now. Kind of cool. But yeah, just continue this, very fiddly, very long, but I feel like the final results are kind of cute in the end. And here are the final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.